Hello, my name is Dick Feeney. Welcome to my show. Today we're going to talk about the sport of go-karting in Eau Claire. We're going to take some modern shots, and then we're going to go back to the way it was in the beginning, 50 years ago. Thank you. The old 4-H fair buildings are in the distance.
These were the Clinton A400 two-cycle engines, about 2.5 horsepower, and they were all identical carts. So it was very, very intensive racing.
In a town our size, Bob is the star. He is the biggest star I can think of and the most, I guess, the most known person in our area.
I always felt like I wanted to be on Sheriff Bob's show. Actually, I seem to remember it being on a lot more than once a week.
Like other people, I thought his show was on 4 times a week, and it was only on 1 time a week, and I swear to God, it was on 4 times a week.
Wow, once a day is what I would... Once a week? Seriously?
I walked into McDonald's with my 4-year-old grandson, and there was Sheriff Bob. You know, I said hello, he said hello, and I walked on by, but it was just kind of neat, you know. It's just like part of my life, part of Eau Claire.
When I see him on television or on a commercial or what have you, I say, there's Sheriff Bob. And if somebody is around that maybe isn't from town, family, or friends or something, who's Sheriff Bob? And then I explain to them who Sheriff Bob is.
In the ancient days, the people known as the Ojibwa traveled the rivers of northwest Wisconsin, paddling canoes crafted from the bark of the birch tree, migrating south in the fall to hunt for deer.
Well, ladies, would you like to join us for some peanuts to celebrate?
Sure. You know what they call peanuts down south?
No.
Goober peas. Sitting at the ball game on a summer's day, chatting with my good friends, passing time away. We're laughing in the shadows underneath the trees. Goodness, how delicious eating goober peas. Peas, 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 eating goober peas. Goodness, how delicious eating goober peas.
Your career has been a series of steps getting you to where you are today. But what's the next step? Could there be something more? Where can you find the right opportunities for you? The Smart Network helps you keep those options open, so if you want to take that next step, you can. Log on and check it out. Employers can search your skills without seeing your identity, and the Smart Network opportunities are all based in Western Wisconsin. Let the Smart Network get you to the next step. Go to smartnetwork.com to get started.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Sherbinow, the Executive Director at the Chippewa Valley Family YMCA.
My name's Dave Peterson. I'm the current president of the Chippewa Valley Railroad, and I've been with this association since inception in about 1974. And this is our 30th year in Carson Park. Our first train ride was obviously in 1977, and we have been expanding this railroad bit by bit ever since.
Hello, my name is Dagmar Beckel, and I'm the Business Assistant Specialist for Downtown Eau Claire, Inc., or DECI as we like to call it. Part of my job is to make sure that people like you know how to get to and around downtown Eau Claire. So today we're going to talk about downtown biking. Whether you're an avid biker or just getting started, downtown Eau Claire is the place for you. But first things first, how do you get downtown?
We're here at the Eau Claire Downtown Farmers Market on a Wednesday morning, and we're going to talk a little bit about markets in general and the Eau Claire Downtown Farmers Market in particular. This market is most importantly a producers-only market. In other words, with only a couple of exceptions, every vendor here in this market produces what they sell. We do permit a couple of vendors to come in and sell other things. For example, we have a vendor who comes in and sells peaches from Michigan. They identify themselves as Mass Fruit Market, and they identify the farm in Michigan that they come from.
First, some background on the department. In 2007, the Eau Claire County Board of Supervisors consisted of 29 elected members, a number that has been consistent for at least 30 years. The Highway Commissioner serves under the direction of the County Administrator, while the 5-member Highway Committee sets policy for the department and offers general oversight and guidance. Once the committee has established policies and the board has adopted a budget, department staff can commence work on improvement projects. In 2007, staffing to do the work includes 15 employees assigned primarily to state highway maintenance under contract with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, an engineering staff of 2, an office staff of 3 plus 1 part-time payroll employee at the courthouse, a shop and support staff of 10, 5 non-union supervisors, and 31 field staff working on the county highways with occasional work on township roads.
Hello and welcome to downtown Eau Claire. In the past few years, you've probably noticed a few things happening down here, like Phoenix Park and the new Farmers Market building, the RCU building, and new businesses, stores, and restaurants popping up everywhere.
Hello, I'm Jim Shue, the Executive Director of Chippewa Falls Main Street, and today we're in Allen Park in historic downtown Chippewa Falls at the Past Here, a celebration of Chippewa Falls history. We've got a French fur trade reenactment camp and a lumberjack camp, as well as Traders Row, and a number of camp skill competitions that local fourth graders are participating in. This year we've had 400 fourth graders here, and they're learning about Wisconsin and local history.
The 60th anniversary of D-Day on June 6th this year has greatly increased interest in getting veterans to tell stories about their service in the Great War while they are still around to tell them. We are dying at the rate of about 1,000 a month. Quite by accident, I came across the story of the 99th Infantry Battalion by talking to Charles Opsel, a retired Eau Claire rural mail carrier who was a member of First Lutheran Church of Eau Claire. First is a church with a strong Norwegian-American heritage.
When their co-worker fell unconscious in a warehouse, Howard Rustler and Tim Black responded immediately.
As I approached the employee, at the time he was breathing, but unresponsive.
Rustler came from his office and saw people standing over a man lying on the floor.
So I just immediately ran up there and knew something was wrong. I mean, someone laying down the hall.
I had Howie go grab our AED, and while he was gone, the employee went unconscious and stopped breathing.
As I got there, Tim had his shirt open and we immediately applied the patches to it.
An automated external defibrillator, or AED, is a portable device that automatically diagnoses cardiac arrhythmias and treats them with electric defibrillation. After an initial shock to the patient with the AED, Wrestler and Black tried to revive the employee with CPR.
The AED told us to stop CPR. It recommended another shock, so we give employee a second shock, and after that second shock, we again continued CPR.
Just before I was going to analyze again, then that's when the ambulance, the guys showed up. Like I say, it seemed like hours in there, but it was probably 10 minutes, maybe at the most in there. In between the first and second shock, he did actually come back a little bit. You started getting some color back, and then he went completely lost color and stuff again.
Since the incident happened, we highly recommended the company purchase more AEDs. For me, it felt like an eternity for that AED to show up, well, how he was getting that. And because we are a very large facility, and he had to run quite a distance to grab that.
I think it's very important. I guess you could even ask Clyde himself. I'm guessing Clyde would not be here without one. We got so many minutes in between there, and by the time the ambulance gets there and stuff, and with theirs, it saved Clyde's life.
Country music, nothing to fear. The band's in the barn and the gang's all here. Just park your car down by the corn. If you're looking for a good time, honk your horn. Ring the dog, call all your friends, send a shout out to your next you can. Tell them we're coming, just stay in the yard, getting out on the farm. Come on everybody, gotta move your body to the bombshell stone, bombshell stone. Kick up your
I wanna take me a trip some other time in my Wayback Machine. Gonna ride way out past memory lane. I'm gonna walk arm in arm with my sweet little one. Oh, slow dancing in the beautiful rain.
Well, good evening. We're back again.
Hello. Welcome to Chippewa Falls and the 2010 Christmas Parade, or Bridge to Wonderland Christmas Parade.
Absolutely.
This is Mary Ann Wold. I'm Bob Helgamo, and we're here to tell you a little bit about the parade and hopefully make it a little more enjoyable. 92, American Vets, Chapter 32, Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 550, and the Ladies Auxiliary.
Very nice.
And we owe them all a thank you.
A big thank you. A big thank you for the sacrifices they made and the ones that are still being made.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And the banner.
And the crowd's giving them a hand. Good.
Absolutely.
Good.
The banner is what the kids, the folks are using in the parade here,
Yeah.
and have been for the last number of years.
Yeah.
And that's just so neat.
It is. It is. Oh, one's carrying a mailbox.
Ah.
And one of the other things we should mention, folks, is every year we have over 1,000 people in the parade, not
yeah.
just watching the parade.
Yeah.